This video will explain how to operate and stop conveyors using signals. First, we will create a layout. Go to the eCatalog window, Models by Type, PM Flow Components, and drag and drop a feeder process and a process node onto the 3D world. Then, go to Models by Type, Conveyors, Visual Components, and drag and drop a conveyor onto the 3D world. Copy and paste the conveyor so that there are 3 on the 3D world. Go to the Process tab, Manipulation, and with PNP selected, drag the feeder process toward the conveyor to connect them. Then, in the same manner, connect conveyor number 2 to conveyor. Connect the process node to conveyor number 2. Finally, connect conveyor number 3 to the process node. Next, we will edit the process. Go to the Process tab, Editor, select Processes, and click Feeder. Select Transport Out, and from the Statement Properties window, change the destination to Component Container. Next, click Process number 1. Select Transport In, and from the Statement Properties window, change Source to from Component Container. Select Transport Out, and from the Statement Properties window, change Destination to Component Container. Add a delay from statements, and place it between Transport In and Transport Out. Then from the Statement Properties window, change Distribution to 5. Play the simulation. When the product on the conveyor reaches the process node, it will now wait for 5 seconds. Now we have created the layout. Next, we will make the conveyor operate and stop using signals. First, we will add a statement which sends the signal to process number 1. Click Process number 1. With Transport In selected, click the statements icon and then Send Signal. The Send Signal statement sends a value to the signal of a specified component. Click the Send Signal statement and from its Statement Properties window, set conveyor number 3 to component. Power on signal to signal and false to value. Power on signal is a signal that controls the conveyor to start or stop operating. It operates when true and stops when false. Select the send signal and copy and paste it in between the delay and transport out statements. Click the pasted send signal and from the Statement Properties window, change value to true. By doing this, loading a product onto process number 1 sends a signal, which then makes conveyor number 3 start and stop. We will now change the settings so that multiple conveyors can start and stop at the same time. Go to the Home tab, Connect, and click Signals. Clicking any of the conveyors displays the signal of that particular conveyor. Connect power on signal to conveyor, conveyor number 2, and conveyor number 3 in that order. By connecting the signals, if the value of any signals is changed, the values of the other connected signals will also change. By doing this, we can now switch the conveyors to all start and stop at the same time using process number 1. Play the simulation. We can see that when a product is loaded onto the process node, each conveyor now stops. The process in the process node occurs in the following sequence. First, a product is loaded onto the process node. Then, a false signal is sent to the conveyor number 3 power on signal, causing conveyor number 3 and other conveyors connected to the signal to stop. After that, the process stops for 5 seconds. Next, a true signal is sent to the conveyor number 3 power on signal, causing conveyor number 3 and other conveyors connected to the signal to also operate. Finally, the product is unloaded. This concludes our explanation on how to use signals to control the conveyor. Thank you for watching.